We begin this morning with that counterterrorism raid carried out by the U.S. The operation happened in the northwestern town of Atma near the border with Turkey.
The Associated Press reports 13 people were killed, including 6 children and 4 women. Military officials this morning calling the mission successful. Military Affairs correspondent Therese Garnier joins us live now with what we know right now. Good morning, Therese.
Good morning, Alex. What we know right now is that U.S. Special Operations Forces carried out a counterterrorism mission against what was believed to be an al-Qaeda leader in northwest Syria early Thursday. But the AP is reporting that witnesses have seen 13 people, including 6 children and 4 women, were killed in the assault. And as well as U.S. commanders were brought in on helicopters. There was a large amount of ground fire. At least 1 major explosion was reported. And then a U.S. helicopter also suffered a mechanical issue and had to be destroyed on the ground. Now, in northwest Syria, the U.S. has repeatedly targeted al-Qaeda and its affiliates, and witnesses' reports show that the Pentagon acknowledged that at least 1 strike in recent months may have resulted in civilian casualties, and this led the Department of Defense to direct and this led the Department of Defense to be directed by Secretary Austin to get him a harm mitigation and response action plan within 90 days.
This action plan outlines the steps the department will take and the resources that will be required to implement appropriate recommendations from recently completed studies of civilian harm, studies that were sponsored by DoD. The protection of civilians remains vital to the ultimate success of our operations, and as the Secretary has noted on more than one occasion, it is a strategic and a moral imperative.
In a statement released early this morning, Pentagon spokesperson John Kirby called the counterterrorism mission carried out by the U.S. Central Command as a success, adding there was no U.S. casualties. Now, this statement did not clarify who the target was or whether there were any civilian casualties. Back to you, Alex.
All right, Military Affairs correspondent Therese Garnier reporting live for us this morning. Thank you.
Thank you.